Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Muhammad Danendra Zydean Mahardika, and in this video, I will discuss about Mekanika Fluida final test, question number 2. So this video will be a series video. So there will be 5 videos in total because there's 5 questions. So in this video, I will discuss and explain about question number 2. So let's go on. So this is me. You can call me Zide. I'm from mechanical engineering. Okay, so to solve the problem, we use the day 5 framework. So we use conscious thinking, and we also use the day for the intentions, initial thinking, idealizations, and also instruction set. So we will use this framework to solve our problems. So, intentions. So, what is the challenge first? So, this challenge is spray heads in an agricultural spraying system are to be supplied with water through 500 feet or of drawn aluminum tubing from an engine-driven pump. In its most efficient operating range, the pump's output is 1500 GPM at a discharge pressure not exceeding 65 psi. So, for satisfactory operation, the sprinkler must operate at 30 or higher pressure. Minor losses and elevation changes may be neglected. Determine the small standard pipe that can be used. So we have to determine the small standard pipe. So we have to choose. We have to search for the smallest uh, size. So the intentions, my prayers. So this is my favorite prayer. Allahumma la sahla illa ma ja'altahu sahla wa anta taj'alul hazna idza syi'ta sahla. Ya Allah, tiada yang mudah selain kamu memudahkannya dan kau jadikan kesulitan itu mudah jika kau menghendakinya. Oh Allah, give us strength to understand the questions, help us solve the questions with the right solutions. I study mechanical engineering at Universitas Indonesia to become a successful next generations that will succeed to bring a gold generation in Indonesia. With the knowledge of fluid mechanics, hopefully I'm one step closer to my goal. Please help us Allah and dare you for your guidance. As a human being created by God, I was given this perfect body, mind, and soul to be used for good deeds. Now I will use what God have given to me to solve fluid mechanics question number 2. I will also ask for easiness and maximum solving to this problem. Okay, so this is the initial thinking part. From the questions, we know, and we have to break down the problem first. Then we know this is a water supply system, so it's a pipe system, and we are trying to find the small standard D. D is the diameter of the pump. So, and the diameter of the pump. Sorry, diameter of the tube. So we solve it all. So we know that the length is 500 feet. The pressure A is to be lesser or equal to 69, and the pressure B is more, greater, or equal to 30. And also the Q is 1500 GPM. So we have a few idealizations. So this question is not as complicated as question number 1. So this is rather quite a simple question. So we use a pressure equations, which is, yeah, it's a simple pressure equation. So it's a delta pressure is equal to pressure 1 minus pressure 2 is equal to F L divided by D, and then times rho times velocity square velocity divided by 2. Also, there's a Reynolds equation. We also use Reynolds equations in question number 1, so it's the formula is quite the same. Also, oh, I'm sorry. So this is the assumptions. So the first one is steady flow. Second one is compressible. So, and then the height IT is equal to 0. Z1 equals to Z2. So numerical equation, Z is basically the height, but Z is the differences, I think. So it's the same. So I think we can eliminate it. So the velocity 1 equal to velocity 2, and also it's percepatan. So this is the all the assumptions that we make. And then we are set. So we will go to the instructions. So I will demonstrate it on board. Select question number 1. Okay, so this is question number 2. I already wrote the template. So I think just in case, okay, just in case. Okay, so I will do question number two. Okay, so the first thing we do is we use our governing equation is the basic Bernoulli equation. So it's this equation. Pressure 1 divided by rho is plus A1 plus. So it's very much the same like the questions before because we're talking about almost like the same thing here. So uh, yeah, I think it's quite the same. HIT. As you know from the assumptions, we can eliminate this because it's the same. Wait, right? Assumptions number five, and we can eliminate this and this because what? Assumption number four. So we can simplicize. I think that's how you say it. So it's HIT equal to pressure minus pressure 2 divided by rho. So from here we know that HL plus HLN is equal to F. Okay, so this is important. We can go to the next equation. So here we will use the pressure equation. So yeah, you can just L per D rho per 2. So we can substitute the V square. So V square is equal to this for Q V D. Yep. So I think it's quite like that. So the Reynolds number, we will not use it first. So we will go to Q equation. So Q is equal to 500 gallons. So we will change this to feet cubic per second. So we have to times it to 1 per 60 and then times it to feet is 1 per 7 or 48. Okay, so this is about 3.4 feet cubic per second. Okay, so from there we can go to from there we can know the Reynolds number now. We can equate for the Reynolds number. So basically, I have already write my equations down here with a paper, but so I will not uh, explain like this how to count this. So just use calculator for easier approach. So that's just an FYI information. Okay, so we can now go to the RE, the Reynolds number. So the Reynolds number is times 3 point. Sorry, so this is 334. My bad. Okay, so times 334 times 1. So because we do it in feet, so we have you to use inches. So this is basically we use USA type, America type of um, satuan. So we use that, but the Reynolds number doesn't have any satuan, so it's okay, it's fine. So it's 1.06 times 10 square root. So and then after we find this one, we can go back to this to delta p and use this equation, solve this equation right there. So I will just do the counting. 8 times 0, 0, 12 times 500 feet times 1.94, and then don't forget the 334 square, 334 square, and then it will be divided by 1, 4, 36, 5, this one, and also, okay, so from that equations, we know that the answer is about 172 pounds per inch square, which definitely more than delta P max. So this is important information, so we can just box it so we will not forget. Okay, I will go to the this part of the page. So we can count the Reynolds number again. So but we use different numbers. So this I will put it array 2 4 per fee times 324 times 1 121 times 0. So it's about 695 times. So it's lesser from the first Reynolds number because it's pangkat 6, this is pangkat 5. So it's or well or right or okay or 0.695. Okay, so it's about like that. And then from here we can know that the tubing, so it's this data pressure too is it's the same. We can just use the same formula again, but differentiate this part. Sorry, this different this part like yeah, like that. Okay, so I'll just do the equations. So the answer is about 24 lbf per inch, which is lesser than the P max, delta P max. Okay. So from there we can count the final Reynolds number. So this is r at 3 is equal to 4. So it's like this times 500 times 1, 94 times 3, 34. So this is, in this part we are just checking, so what is the diameter, the batas-batas. So we can know the diameter. So the last one is 56.4 lbf h, which is bigger than so basically, uh, so this is the final answer for this question. So we got three. So from here we know that the D final diameter is 5.58 inches, because this is the pipe. So this and in this phase basically we are checking the pipe using this variable. So this I will just circle it. So um this and this. So basically we can just change it and then find the nearest number. So the total is about these numbers, but we can just bulletin. So it's about 6 inches, because in real life there is no such pipe that is 5.58 inches. So I think it's about 6 inches. So I think that's about it on question number 2. Alhamdulillah, we can solve it. I think that's all for this video for question number 2. Looking forward to number 3 until 5. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.